Hey, this is Dave Castagno from RadioScreamer and Screamer Magazine here at NAMM 2013 with Jack Russell from Great White. Jack, how are you, brother?
Really good, man. Really good.
First thing I want to ask you is, how's your health?
You know, despite the rumors you hear, my health hasn't been better. It's been great. I just had a physical about 3 months ago, and my doctor said I'm in fantastic health. Everything's going great. I just got to keep living right, and everything's all right.
You look great, and I have not been to any of your recent shows, but everything I've heard is that you sound better than ever before.
Thank you. Well, I've been taking really good care of myself, especially my voice, and because I know it's not going to last forever, and I want to get as much life out of it as I can, because it's truly, the most enjoyment I get out of life is singing,
And so what are you doing differently now to take care of your voice?
Well, I don't drink. I don't do anything that's going to damage my cords. It's when my friend Janie died, it was a huge blow to me. And that was after, coincidentally, it was, I had pelvic surgery. I shattered my pelvis. I had fallen down and shattered it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in for surgery on August 11th of last year. And when I woke up, my wife said, "Oh, by the way, I don't mean to bum you out, but your friend Janie just died today of alcohol poisoning." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're kidding me! It should have been me," And
I think that hit a lot of people that way.
It was such a mind blower, and I mean, it was almost like I couldn't believe it. Like, oh yeah, right, sure, nobody, you don't die of that. That's just, the stories you hear, And it actually happened. And I remember Stephen Tarley calling me a couple of days later and goes, "Jack, what the hell are you doing?" Not in those words, but
Right.
Pretty much same sentiment. I said, "Stephen, I don't know." He goes, "Dude, you got to get sober again," because he was the one that helped me get sober in the first place,
Right.
back in early '90s. And I said, "Okay, I'll do my best." He goes, "You got to. You're gonna die." And I just.
How's that road been for you?
It's it's been easy, easier than the last time, because I have a friend that's dead, and is not coming back. I won't be able to call him on the phone anymore and make jokes with him and laugh about things and talk about this and that, and that's sad. That's really, really sad. People will never know unless they know him what a great guy he was, what a talented musician, and
Writer, musician.
And what killed him? Alcohol and addiction.
And I know we've had a lot of people on the show in the past who've just said, if Janie had any idea this outpouring, now that he's gone, when he was alive, he probably wouldn't have abused himself the way he did.
I don't buy that.
You don't?
No, because I've been an alcoholic since I can remember, since I first took a drink. It was just like, oh, I'm here, I've arrived,
Right.
It was, I felt like, at peace.
Right.
And it was a false peace, and I know Janie had the same problem, that was his comfort zone. That was what made him feel good, And, there's other ways of going about that, I've realized, and I'm practicing that every day, and I'm just doing my best not to die,
I understand. And congratulations on that. Let's talk about Great White. Jack Russell's Great White. Is that the official name now?
No, it's called Great White featuring Jack Russell.
Okay, great.
And that was a court thing. We went to court. We changed the name, and of course they, said blah 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 blah. And the judge said, "Well, I don't see any reason that he shouldn't call himself, Great White featuring Jack Russell. It's not like it's. So
that's the caveat. You have to tag it with.
For now. I
Okay.
mean, the bottom line is we go to court in July, and the judge is gonna figure it out. Let them figure it out. Who owns the name.
Okay.
And I'm very confident, and I hope. You never know what's going to happen.
You never know once you put it in the
I mean, I watch enough of these crime shows, and that guy's guilty of sin. He killed his whole family with a butter knife. Everybody saw it, oh no, he's innocent. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, I think
You
OJ
know?
taught us all a lesson.
Yeah, right, exactly. You
now,
just
what,
don't know.
what about new music from Great White?
We're working on new stuff now. We've got some new stuff in the can. It's gonna sound like Great White. You know, I've heard the other band, you know, and there's some stuff, some guitar stuff that's reminiscent, but the voice is not. It's like you take Steven Tyler out of Aerosmith.
Right.
I don't care how great the songs are. It's not Aerosmith. Steven Tyler's voice makes that band sound like Aerosmith. You can take any element out of a band, okay, and if it's the singer, it changes the sound of everything.
Agreed. And you guys are you on tour? You got anything planned in terms of live shows?
Yeah, right now we're getting ready to go back on the road again. You know, we've done a few shows already. We've got shows, and that are on the way. We just plan on playing. You know, I believe we go to court in July.
July, okay.
And hopefully this will all be sussed out by then. You know, and I wish those guys don't will ill. You know, I really don't. You know, I mean, we had a lot of great years together,
Sure.
and there was a lot of love. You know. I can't say feel the same about me, but I mean, you know, it's everybody's choice to be what they're going to be.
Sure.
You know, and you
Now,
know, I wish them all the best. You know, but I'm not ready to give them the name. You know.
No, I understand. And one last question, back to the record. Do you guys have any ideas to when you might go into the studio and when you might lay something down and release it?
Yeah, absolutely. We're just waiting right now for the name to get solved, you know, for that to be done. And then we're going right in the studio. We've got a lot of songs we're working on, really good songs. And it sounds like Great White because I'm singing.
Right.
You know, and it's going to be a great record. I mean, there's stuff on there that is like better than stuff we've done, you know, years ago. You know?
Have you shopped a label yet?
We've got a few labels that are ready. As soon as this is all done, they're ready to start recording. So.
And I'm assuming one of those labels is not going to be Frontiers.
No.
Okay.
No, and that's okay. You know, I mean, you know. Yeah. Whoops.
Jack, I'm getting
You know.
I'm getting
I
the
think
cut.
you fire a lawsuit, you know, Adam, and I think that's pretty much the end of that. You know.
I'm getting the cut sign here. We're going to call it a day. Jackie, thank you so much, brother, for your time.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it.
No,
Been a
my
fan of your music
pleasure.
for a long time, and
thank you.
you've been on 2 or 3 Screamer magazine covers back in.
Yeah, I have some framed in my boat.
Oh,
When you come down to the boat, you'll see. Hey, I
you know
remember
what?
that one.